What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Today, I'm going to be showing off my updated Toxtricity VMAX list. Toxtricity is a lot of fun to play with. I love this deck. It takes full advantage of all of the strongest lightning support in standard format right now. I really enjoy the Koga's trap engine, using this powerful supporter to both confuse and poison the defending Pokemon, so that Toxtricity VMAX can use G-Max Riot for 240 damage, plus the 10 damage from Poison 250, plus Electropowers. You can hit 280 all the way upwards over 300 damage with G-Max Riot. Now, most of the time, you're just going to be dealing 160 damage, which is great numbers. You're going to be 2-hit KOing most Pokemon VMAX. You're also going to be 1-hit KOing Dedenne-GX, and any Pokemon GX or Pokemon V with about 190 HP can be knocked out with just one Electropower, and two Electropowers can one-hit KO a Zacian V. So that is very doable with the aggressive draw engine that we have in this deck. 4 Acro Bikes and the 4-speed lightning energy means you're really going to be powering through the deck. Great Catcher gives you great access to your opponent's bench Dedenne-GX, which conveniently has 160 HP, which is exactly how much G-Max Riot does. Now, as I've been testing this deck, I really do like the Toxtricity V from Rebel Clash. The poison jab attack is very good for inflicting poison on Pokemon early, so that you can then pivot into Toxtricity VMAX and use G-Max Riot for its full effect. So I definitely like it for setting up knockouts for your Toxtricity VMAX, which is very good. Also, Poison Jab with double Electropower can knock out Jirachis, which is very useful as well. Just one Boltund V, because you can either use Boltund V to set up or Zeraora-GX with its full voltage GX. Both of those can help accelerate energy onto your Toxtricity, but I feel like most of the time you could just get an energy onto Toxtricity turn 1, pass, then go Tapu Koko, Dance of the Ancients, and either use Thunder Mountain Prism Star or another attachment to get a turn 2 G-Max Riot, which is very strong. I really do like the addition of the Tapu Finis in this deck, as well as the Mew from Unbroken Bonds. Both of these have been really clutch in the games that we've tested with the deck so far. 2 copies of Tapu Fini. Blacephalon players hate to see it, that's for sure. And Blacephalon is this deck's worst matchup, but with 2 copies of Tapu Fini in the deck, matchup is fine. I mean, more often than not, Blacephalon's going to have to bench an Oricorio GX in order to stream attacks against multiple copies of Tapu Fini. You can knock out Oricorio GX with Great Catcher very easily, and the Tapu Fini lead just gives you a lot of breathing room in this matchup, so that by the time you finally go in with a Toxtricity VMAX or a Boltund, you can usually Marnie to disrupt the hand and decrease the odds that your opponent will be able to draw out of it and take the knockout, especially if you're going to use Marnie. Great Catcher up the Oricorio, take a big knockout on that. It's just, it's what's needed in order to bring that matchup into the positive territory, and two Tapu Fini has definitely been tech space that has been worth it, since this deck can really compete with a lot of the other big players in standard format. It can go toe-to-toe with Pikarom. It can go toe-to-toe with Zacian decks, ADP decks. Blacephalon was kind of the big issue for this deck, being a VMAX deck that doesn't really have any way to snipe the bench like Dragapult or something like that. Blacephalon obviously preys on this deck. So I think 2 copies of Tapu Fini is very much warranted and flips that matchup to be pretty positive. So I definitely enjoy that. The Mew from Unbroken Bonds is great, not only for Psi Power to be able to put some damage counters on your opponent's field, maybe soften them up for a G-Max Riot later on, but also to protect against Tag Bolt GX. Pikarom is that big of a deal now. You definitely got to play the Mew in your deck so that you don't get tag bolted or even Cramorant. You know, Cramorant can be an issue knocking out your Dedennes, of which we play 3, and you're going to start Dedenne quite a bit with this list. I still love the Great Balls in the deck. I've actually upped the count to 4 to just make the draw and search engine more explosive. With 4 Quick Ball and 4 Great Ball in the deck, you're really going to be turning through the deck at a rapid rate. And with Acro Bikes and the Great Balls in the deck, you're very often going to find the Pokemon that you want right when you need them as you are aggressing through the early turns of the game. And that's it for our updated list. Check it out in the gameplay from my Twitch stream. Stream live on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, twitch.tv/TrickyJim. Make sure to check out the Twitch stream and give it a follow. Watching the gameplay is much more fun. live. Thank you all so much for watching this video as well. Make sure to check out fullgripgames.com for all your trading card game singles, as well as fullgripcodes.com for instant PTCGO code delivery. Supporting the shop at Full Grip Games directly supports the content we create here on Tricky Jim. Chad, I want to play some Toxtricity. It's been a long time since we've played Toxtricity VMAX here on the channel, so let's do it. You always got to be frightened when your opponent chooses to go second. When my opponent chooses to go second, I'm always like, man, I wish I had that much confidence in my pinky finger. Yeah, all right, we're gonna go here. Get big Tox. Broken deck. No, Eldegoss, no. Too soon. Get another speed lightning. It's fine. I don't need you anyway. And then it's fine. We're gonna get rid of that. We get this. I'm gonna pass. And then the hope is that my Mew doesn't get knocked out. Next turn I go Speed Lightning Energy and Marnie evolve. Brandon asking, what did we cut for Fini? Nothing. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, it's totally fine. Totally fine. Definitely not anything important. The third Koga's is no longer in the deck. You're correct. Yeah. There is no longer a third Koga's in the deck. We also have a Mew from Unbroken Bonds in here. That thing wasn't originally in the list. Alright, so we're rocking with 2 Kogas. You found me out. What else? I think I cut the... I think I cut one, maybe... I cut one Toxtricity. I'll show you the list after. I cut one Toxtricity, I think. So I'm at 3-3 now. But then I increased it to... Such an insane deck. Marnie just looking for a switch. No can do. It's fine. Totally fine. No problem here. But I went to a 4th Great Ball, though. Somehow. So it's a 4 Quick Ball, 4 Great Ball line now. And still 3 Dedenne. Still 4 Acro Bike. I'm not a 3 Acro Bike kind of guy. I'd rather cut like anything else. Is it 4 Acro Bike or bust? For sure. Like, what's the point of even playing that card if you're not playing 4 Acro Bike? You know, you want the list to be gassed up or not, you know. Be decisive on it. I'll take a look. I'll show you what the list was. It's been fine. It's been fine. Totally fine. The 2 Fini, I mean, our Blacephalon opponent just scooped. They didn't even... They were not into the 2 Fini lifestyle at all. Remember more Pico V and more Pico VMAX? I remember. 2 bikes, yeah. Like, no. 4 bikes or go home. For sure, 4 bikes or go home. And this is definitely the kind of... This is the kind of deck that just will play 4 Acro Bikes. I don't know what it is about this. It's just the concept of the deck is so simple and that you just dig for things, right? That it's the kind of... you discard stuff and you're like, I won't even really miss that. That's fine. I'd feel very silly if I miss the switch here. So I feel like probably just attach the energy to Mew. That's cool. And we can just research all these. Yeah, that's cool. There's no GXs, anything like that on my opponent's side of the field. It's fine. We discarded the Eldegoss. Sad. I think here, yeah, we haven't played any Electropowers or anything like that. There's like no point in really digging excessively. I could just take the knockout with Boltund, which is probably what we'll do. But then the Tapu Koko, 230 HP. Then I'll have a reason to dig. So I think we kind of want to play our items now that we have. Yeah, if we, you know, makes sense. Yeah, we'll go get this. In case they decide to item lock us or anything crazy like that. They probably won't bump our stadium, if I had to guess. There's no other Pokemon in the deck. We'll just get the Fini out. It's already got a Dedenne in hand. Just go there. Now switch into Boltund. That's cool. Into it, yeah. There's Bolt Storm for knockout on the Jirachi. And kind of just send the doggo up. We already know what it is. Probably just going to do that. I can Day change, looking for knockout on the Tapu Koko. That I can just Boss's Orders. No, Boss's Orders around the Tapu Koko feels bad. That's for sure. Kind of need to deal with this Tapu Koko. Yep. Definitely just going to have to deal with it. Oh, yeah. Brandon, the Great Catcher cannot be cut, for sure. The Great Catcher is like one of the best cards in this deck. Yeah. It's better than Boss's Orders in a lot of ways. All right. Now, what's interesting, I actually think it would have been better for my opponent to knock out the Boltund there. Like, for them, because I can heal this Toxtricity, so I'm not terribly concerned about that. We're going to go Acro Bike. Switch. Cool. I like the Zeraora down. Just going to give me some more flexibility. And we'll put the other energy onto our Toxtricity. I think I'm just going to data change. We're doing 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah. 18, 19. If I hit 2 Electropowers, I mean, it is a lot to ask, but I have no Electropowers in my discard pile. So we're going for it. Oh, baby. Let's go. He's trying. There's one. But also the Mallow Lana. All right, here we go. Here's 2. There's the other. Man, broken deck. Boom. Boom. Is it even worth it to research? No. We're just going to Bolt Storm here. Take that knockout. What's up? Yo, thanks so much, Brandon, for the 100 bits. Says, this is why I hate Acro Bike. But we did it. We got the knockout. I know. Acro Bike's always a love-hate. But the Acro Bike gets us to hit the things that we need. It's like you gotta... I feel like in this deck, it's like we can make those... You can weigh out, you know, what's more important on the turn we're taking the knockout. Now, it is like a little bit... Like I said, this is a straightforward deck. We're trying to deal a lot of damage to the active position. Which is just what we're, you know, it's what we're aiming to do. Try to do a lot of damage front and center. Now, if they miss this knockout, that's like pretty big for us for sure. We're also dealing a perfect 160 damage to knock out Luxrays, which is awesome. And you get stamped there. That's nice. I don't mind that at all. Save the energy of my deck. It's nice knowing the Thunder Mountain's probably just going to stick around too. At this point, like the Mallow Lana, that's like a win more card for us. We're probably just going to trade with Luxrays for the rest of the game. And we're ahead. We're so far ahead that it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not going to give them this Toxtricity if I don't have to. Missing that knockout by 10, that's a killer. for sure. We got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. There's Marnie. Just want to get an energy drop so that I have an option to go in with like Zeraora. I can also Tingly return GX, which is cool. Eventually. I'm just going to Bolt Storm there, take that KO. Now, you know, they could go in with like a Mew or something. Mew from Unbroken Bonds. And ping that. They can also Luxio, but I don't really care. They item lock. Yeah. So we're definitely turbo chilling here. And then, you know, we got boss's orders and stuff too, so super good here. Unless they have a way to like remove all of my energy from play, which I do not think that they can do. It is not a function of this deck. Excellent. Straightforward. I've got a 2-turn win clock. They've got at least 3 or 4 turns they need in order to win the game. So should just have it here. Knock out the active, and I don't even need to boss's orders. We can just save that. I don't need to research either. We're going to thin the deck just in case we get stamped or something. Cool. And that should be it. Yo, Toxtricity, though. Be 5-1 on the day. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you guys the updates I made to the Toxtricity list. I was messing around with this a little bit with JW last night. Feels good. Still feels smooth. And I like that the deck is aggro. And it's kind of like, it feels like playing, you know, Pikarom, just he's a little bit bigger and he doesn't have as many options, but feels kind of like that. Yeah, which is neat. I think Pikarom generally, obviously, is like probably the best deck. But with all the lightning support, you know, Toxtricity can at least like hold its own. Because it's got all that great lightning support. Our one loss so far was to Pikarom. We're 1-1 versus Pikarom on the day. Which is pretty good. We had one pretty convincing win against Pikarom. And then we had one where we got stamped into garbage and just didn't buff out. You know, bees in the trap. GG's, Luxray. GG's. You know what I've learned lately? Man, grass grows quickly, chat. Grows real quickly. You really got to stay on top of that, man. I look like it's been about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now since I last mowed my lawn, and it looks like nobody lives there. It's insane. Now, I don't have time to mow it during the week, so it's got to wait till the weekend, but my goodness, it looks unkempt, chat. I woke up this morning and I was like, get ready. It's rained a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. Man, that thing's a full-time job. It's getting to, I think it's the season. I got to cut it every week, chat. I got to cut it every single weekend. That's for sure. Because, yeah, QC Hawk says with all the rain, it's got to be like 2 times a week. That's what I'm saying. I cannot, this every other week stuff is making me look, I'm looking real shabby, have to say. Yeah, Trevor says, I mow twice a week and work 80 hours a week. Yeah, Trevor, I know. No excuse, huh? No excuse? Is that you telling me there's no excuse? Make the time. I mean, I certainly could have done it. I could have done it the other morning, but I went for a run instead. Yeah, I went for a run instead. Anyways, this is my first, you know, I've been on top, I've mowed it a few times, you know, but I definitely have to mow it more often. It's like, I'm realizing now that the rainy season is like, I'm going to have to mow it way more than I thought I was, which is cool. I actually get a lot of enjoyment out of it, but I do get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Yeah, we're going to have to let this hand go. The Boltund's cool, though. I'll keep the Boltund. I'm just going to go get rid of this. Data change. Switch into Bolt Tizzle. And let her rip. Sick. Cool. Go there. Looking good. Brandon says, I get a lot of enjoyment out of peeking out the window and seeing someone else mowing my lawn. Oh, yeah, there you go, Brandon. Trevor says, pay a 10-year-old to do it. Pay for it. You're right. Actually, I've got some neighbors. Definitely could do that. But no, I feel like I'm too young to start paying someone to mow my lawn. I'm like 31. Like, come on. I got at least like a few years of lawn mowing in me. Like, especially since I haven't mowed in like 10 years. Right? Because I've been living in apartments for the last 10 years. Like, I gotta take some time to do, like, you know, pay my dues for my own lawn care. I definitely have to do that. Then eventually, you know, one day I'll pay one of the neighbor kids to do it. They'll be like, you know, lawn. Give them Pokemon cards. Yeah, pay them in Pokemon bulk. Oh, no. As a kid who did mow lawn for money in my neighborhood growing up, I definitely would want to pay it forward. Because, yeah, I definitely bought a lot of skateboards and a lot of skateboarding shoes with my lawn cutting money. That's for sure. It was something that I mean, the skateboards weren't going to buy themselves. Those things broke all the time. Yo, Icy, that's awesome. We actually did just get a Toro. Yes. And it's very nice. I have to say, I have very much enjoyed it. Just trying to balance time between finding time to take care of the place, you know, work out, all of that as well. You know, adulting. Just trying to figure out that balance. I'm like new to, you know, the home ownership side of it, which has been really rewarding though. The home ownership side of things has definitely been rewarding. I love that. All right. Got the Zeraora. Cool. I think I want to go switch here. We're just going to research. Put energy into the discard pile. Yeah. That's fine. I'm just going to research. I'll take the knockout on the active, probably with like Boltund. Seems chill. This thing's got like 40 damage on it right now, so it's in the danger zone. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. I don't actually need anything. Don't do that yet. I do need something. All right, we're going to go here and get myself another Tox. I'm going to go Dance in the Ancients there. Do that. And then we're taking this knockout. Boltund. Seems fine. Bolt Storm for knockout. Yeah. Let's chill. And then if they go, you know, obstruct on my Boltund, that's fine. Then I can take a knockout, potentially with Toxtricity VMAX next turn. Yes, Trevor, definitely. It's definitely kind of seemed like that. There's constantly work to be doing, is what I'm, you know, it's always on. It's like another job. Yeah. Constantly things that need done, things to balance. It gives you some sense of, you know, pride and purpose though. I like that, you know. And doing the work, you know, on your own house, certainly something nice about that. And my house needs a lot of it. That's for sure. I'm like there looking at the, you know, looking at the flower beds, and I'm like, man, all these flower beds need like mulched and redone and weeded for sure. And then like all the, it's just like it's a lot. Dishwasher's been great. Yes, it's actually very thankful there's no dishwasher updates. Yes, it's been very good. Apparently, I am. Let's see, Eldegoss can get me a support a discard pile. Koga's Trap, Boss's Orders. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Oh yeah, I take a knockout on that Sable IV. Yeah, rock out, bro. I already got boss's orders in my... Man, dude, what am I doing? All right, we're cool. Yeah, there we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, bring up that dude. Yeah, we'll just Boltstorm. Cool. Yeah, what's up, Jonathan? How you doing? Mallow and Lana. That is a good card to have right there, for sure. Mallow Lana is great because heal off one of these Toxtricities. Make sure it doesn't get smacked by, like, Yveltal-GX. That's, like, the big fear. Like, Yveltal-GX going to come screaming in and knock out my VMAX for 3 prizes. All right, Switch, Mallow Lana. I think here I just want to Marnie. I mean, I'm getting obstructed. Oh, I could just boss his orders again. Knock out something else. That's kind of cool. Nah, I feel like I actually need to knock out this Obst again. This thing's tripping, so. Yeah. That thing's got to go. That's cool. We got it there. Great Ball. Great Ball. Cool. It's fine. Yeah, they could go Yveltal-GX. But if they do that, then I take a knockout and win. So, yeah. We're chilling. It's G-Max right. Because then I only got 2 prizes left. So, that's totally fine. So, they can't really afford to do that. Because they would have to go like Rare Candy, Obstagoon, knock out the Boltund, and Yveltal-GX knockout here. And I would have to not... Well, they do have Chaotic Swell, so we cannot Thunder Mountain. We know that. Nice, but yes, I love reading about all the all the nice homeowner stories there. I'm very excited to. I'm very excited to work on my flower garden. That's like my flower beds. I used to do landscaping as a teenager growing up. One of my best friend's dads owned a landscaping business. Yo, Scooby Snacks with 5 gifted subs. Let's go, chat. Give it up for Scooby Snacks in the chat. 5 gifted subs. Let's go, Scooby Snacks. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you're having a great day. Let's go, chat. Thank you, Scooby Snacks. Let's go. Hopefully. I like that Run DMC. Let's go. Busted. Thanks, Scooby Snacks. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I have to get a weed whacker so I can edge. So I can get the edges of my lawn cleaned up. But yes, edging the there's no better feeling than edging a flower bed and then mulching it. Man, it just looks so crisp. Yo, thank you so much, Scooby Snacks. Hello from Japan. Well, hello to you. Thank you so much for the support, and hopefully you're doing well, Scooby Snacks. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. All right, so really just gotta hang out, be conservative here. Boss's orders a couple of times, and I can win. We're not gonna need that. Oh, the dolls are gonna be a little bit of a pain to play around, though. 14 cards left in deck. It's fine. I don't want to give them a GX. There we go. This hand, or a non-GX, because that doesn't help with my math at all. I also don't want to just take the knockout with my Toxtricity. See, how many boss's orders do I have in the discard pile? 2. That's bad. So just retreat here, and then next turn I go Boss's Orders up the Obstagoon and knock it out. Yeah, QC Hawk's definitely hard work for sure. I agree. But it also, like, the coolest thing about it is that it kind of doubles as a workout, though, right? Kind of counts. All right. Because, like, you know, it really gets you sweating. So they're going to obstruct. Cool. Now I have a win condition. Oh, I have to attach the active. Very good. Okay. So take that knockout. And then I've only got one prize remaining. If they go Yveltal GX, I have knockout on the bench. Can't take all these prizes in one. They could obstruct again. That's not going to do it. Kyle says that 100% counts. Yeah, I agree, Kyle. Definitely counts as a workout. Check. They've got the Yveltal GX, but they'd have to stamp me to 1 as well to keep me from having the energy I need to just take the guaranteed win. I don't even know that this deck plays stamp. It's always weird that Obstagoon is like always a little bit closer for your, you know, VMAX decks than you would like, just because they can take 3 prizes on 1 real quick with this. But it's just such a convoluted deck having to set up, you know, everything. As you can see, are they just going to dive in and take it? Or are they chilling? I don't know that they have a win condition. Yeah, they're just going to pass. That's fine. GG's. Go Great Catcher. G-Max Ride for game. Tough matchup for sure. Cool. All right, on the win-loss, I saw some questions there. We are 7-1 with Toxtricity on the day. It's pretty sick. 7-1, chat. Pog. Pretty good. Pretty good with the 2 Tapu Finis in the deck, which we used 1 time. But we did use them 1 time. So we'll take it. Toxtricity having a field day out here. It's crazy. We haven't played this deck in, like, I think weeks. Maybe a week or 2, 2 weeks. Probably since the last time I played Toxtricity. It's just vibing out here on the ladder. No problems. Just doing our thing. Going second. Easy Boltund. Cool. Playing against a fire deck. Firebox, something like that. That's fine. I feel like Firebox, it's like an okay deck. I'm just not super into Firebox. I guess it does have like some options, which is cool. And it always surprises me how much damage it can do. It's just one of those decks. It probably is like a pretty decent play because it's one of those decks that's just like, it's like good, but definitely not hard countered or teched against or anything like that. You know, people would probably rather, oh, that's so sick. They put it down, chat. Oh, this matchup is so free with 2 Finis in it. My goodness. This is not Firebox we're playing against. This is just Baby Blacephalon. Free matchup. 2 Finis? What? I'm tripping. My opponent's about to be so mad. Oh, God. Oh, Lord have mercy. God. Dang it. What are they playing? Who even does that? Oh, God, that's so good. All right, we'll take the Thunder Mountain. We need an ordinary rod, you're right. There's the Toxtricity VMAX, cool. There we go, Nature Wave. Insane deck. Bad Potato says, never say you play 2 dead cards again. You're right. It's just 2 dead cards in every single matchup except for this one. And I mean, with such explosive search, I mean, we got 4 Great Ball and 4 Quick Ball. Like, you're gonna get them early, right? And Blacephalon, with the Mew down too, like, they can't even attack with Cramorant. Cramorant is weak to Lightning too, so Cramorant's just like a bad choice. I think with like, yeah, with Tapu Fini, you should not lose. Brandon with the busted quote. Yeah, having dead cards in your deck is broken because you always have something to discard. Discard with Quick Ball. Oh, there's always something good to discard with Quick Ball in this deck. It's usually this guy. Yeah, so funny. Yeah, shout out to Brady for the incredible quote. basically expanded execute every other matchup. You're right. I felt like the reason why 2 was because I felt like Baby Blacephalon can get around 1. Right? I mean, they can pretty easily. Like, they just knock out. It's a pain, but they'll knock out the 1, and then they'll continue knocking out your 3 prize dudes. You know, and then they're like, but with 2, now that's gonna be a pain. Absolutely. I don't know that they deal with 2 very well. I mean, you have to waste so much energy to knock out 2 of these things. It's good against 2. My beef with the Fini is that it's good against almost nothing else. Yeah, but if I'm playing against Tomb Beasts, yeah, because they're gonna put Buzzwole into play. But this only does 100 damage, so it's like kind of annoying. The argument for 2 is that 1 would never get there. Like, 1 doesn't get there enough. But 2 is like, all right, you're taking a matchup that was like a 0% win percentage, and now we're making it like maybe even like 60-40. I mean, it's good. I'd say with the Mew here as well, matchup is golden. And now every time they don't knock out the Fini as well, I mean, look, they got another Blacephalon in play. Like, we're just big chilling over here. Gigantic chilling. I should have Great Catcher first. That's cool. I can set this thing up too because they probably don't play a way to interact with it, I don't think. I don't think they play a way to interact with that. That would be my guess anyways. Cool. Tapu Fini just carries on. Yo, we're gonna be 2-0 against 2-0 against Blacephalon today. Oh my goodness. Insane. Yeah, I mean, that, enough said. I mean, look at this board position. What does a Blacephalon deck even do to this? I would be so unhappy if I was playing Blacephalon and my board looked like this. My opponent's board looked like this. I think also, yeah, the second you bench the second Fini, most Blacephalon opponents will probably just turn the computer off and go outside. Like, I'm done playing PTCGO. I'm gonna go outside and like go for a jog or something, maybe mow the lawn. I got other things to do. I'm not playing. I know I would. If I was grinding the ladder on PTCGO and I was playing Baby Blacephalon and my opponent rolled up with 2 Tapu Finis, I would have gone straight outside. I would have put my lawn cutting shoes on. Yeah, I would put my headphones in and just tried to forget about that day as soon as possible. Forget about that match, you know, just put that in the rearview mirror for sure. All right, here we go. Cool. Cool. Yep, got some good stuff going on here, chats. How many energy in the discard pile? Just 1? Chilling. Nature Wave for knockout. Now I am going to have to go in next turn, but that's okay. Ionio says, you think Blacephalon players jog? Yo, come on. I like Baby Blacephalon. Yo, they've got the filthy Fini. You feel me? All right. I definitely be going for jogs. All right, now we've got a pretty decent, you know, win condition here. They're going to have 4 prizes remaining after they knock this thing out. And they do not have any other GXs or anything on my bench. They can't even like Great Catcher or anything up, really. You know, they're just having to ham the deck out just to knock out these Finis. Now, I've got Great Catcher, you know, a bunch of Toxtricities in my hand. And all I have to do is bring up Dedenne and then bring up Oricorio and I can win. Or I mean, just knock out I just knock out Blacephalon, then like Dedenne or Oricorio. So I may have to research this hand though. So we might just gust up Dedenne and knock it out with the research this turn because I have to get enough energy into play. So realistically, especially if I get to keep this Thunder Mountain here, that's like super free. Yeah, we get to keep the Thunder Mountain. This is basically, it's basically a wrap, chat. Yeah, that's good. So we're going there. Got the lightning too. Insane. Wow. I mean, what if they play Reset Stamp? They probably do not play Reset Stamp. I think the actual GOAT play here. Yeah, the GOAT energy play. What if they boss his orders? Ah, no. Yeah, we definitely just knock out the active. Or knock out the Dedenne. We have to knock out the Dedenne, or else or the Oricorio, or else things can get out of hand if we don't. So we're gonna take that knockout. And we're gonna bench this. We're just gonna research. And that way, got a pretty good shot of being able to close this game out. I'm gonna attach to the Boltund because all I have to do is, you know, if this thing gets knocked out, which it probably will, then all I have to do is use Boltund and Bolt Storm Jirachi for game or whatever. So go there, get that out of the deck, thin that out of the deck. Acro Bike. That out of the deck. Just in case there's like any sort of reset stamp shenanigans going on. Cool. GMAX Riot. And we should be square 4 game on Jirachi or whatever next turn. But you can see, like, they're still one turn from winning. And I played 2 Finis. And I got out of the gates very quick. So... you know, we got out of the gates extremely quickly. They were, you know, a little bit slow to respond to the Fini. It took them like 2 turns. And they still have like a route to win. You know, not really. I mean, they don't now. I mean, if they played like Reset Stamp, they would. They could like Reset Stamp, counter my Stadium, take the knockout. And then I might be like, huh. Yeah, 3-6-9. But they don't play Reset Stamp more than likely. But yeah, if you're playing in Limitless qualifier number 4, yeah, slap a Fini in your deck. Probably, you really want to beat him. Play 2. That's like, you know? And that would be probably my advice. Yeah, you want to beat Blacephalon? Slap a couple Finis in there. I am not playing this weekend. I can't. I've got other engagements going on. Some exciting stuff, though. I'm really excited to show it off. All right. What do you got? Oh, JG, the guy I'm battling, is also streaming on Twitch. You're from there? Yo, JG, that's awesome. Who is the other guy? And welcome. It's been GG so far. The 2 Tapu Fini seems to be very strong against Blacephalon, I have to say. Yes, well played for sure. GG's. All right, Toxtricity. What is up? Getting there against Baby Blacephalon. 2-0.